What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Let's put that down a little bit. Let's get this guy open. How's everybody doing? Impromptu super chat. I don't know if anyone's even going to tune in, but I figure, why not? Why not? So I put the Streamlabs link in there. So I don't know. Kinky is tuned in. Hi, Kinky. How are you doing? We can go here. That's a great way to support the show. And then, of course, the super chat icon. I'll answer any question you want, and you're supporting the show. Kinky, do you have any questions regarding the progressive media you'd like to talk to me about? Events. What does progressive mean? Well, that's a great question. Progressive means it's sort of the evolution of people on the left side, you know, maybe used to call themselves liberal or whatever, but meaning we want to progress. We want to make things better. We're for, you know, ending the wars, giving people a good, workable, livable wage, like with a minimum of $15 an hour. We want people to have free healthcare in the richest country in the world. We want people to have free college tuition. We want to end all these spending on wars and everything. That's what we mean by it. We want to save the environment with a Green New Deal. It's a lot of things we want. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, that's a great thing. Tom Hartman, Hillary calls herself a progressive. Here's what's happened with the term progressive. Yeah, our definitions are the same. What is happening is because of Bernie Sanders and the popularity of him running in 2016 and the popularity that he still has, what has happened is people like Hillary Clinton have co-opted the term, I'm a progressive, and now it's just being slapped on. Like the way you see a product, a food product says it's all natural, and then you read the ingredients and it's a bunch of chemicals and bullshit, or something's eco, leading you to believe that it's environmentally friendly when it isn't. It's just called eco. That's what they're doing. Hi, Cat B. How you doing? Thanks for joining. So one of the things I did want to talk about, so Naomi Klein interviews Bernie Sanders on, and I'm going to put the link in here right now. She interviews Bernie Sanders about climate change. And it's a pretty fantastic interview. So it's in the show notes below, or not in the chat. I just put it up there. And it's pretty amazing the way Bernie is starting to talk about this and how more people are talking about a Green New Deal. I also saw a poll of how many people since 2016, do you think since the 2016 election, you've gone more left, more right, about the same, or don't care about politics? And 80% of the people polled, and several thousand people, said more left, which is pretty fascinating to me. Then I think we're starting to see that. Because as we talked about, so like the Democratic Socialists of America have opened up more chapters in the state of Texas than any other state. What does that tell you? Texas is one of the reddest states. You've got Austin, you know, you've got some little pockets of people or whatever, but it's a pretty red state. But even they're seeing it. They're seeing the negative effects of like TPP and NAFTA and, you know, this, well, farmers and ranchers and all these people are really getting affected by Trump's trade war with China. You know, they've all had to take stimulus money, basically. And they voted for Trump to, you know, help them, right? They felt sort of abandoned by 8 years of Obama and even a little bit by Bush, too. And, you know, you got to remember Trump ran on a very help the worker, help the American, America first, anti-interventionist platform. Now, he had a lot of xenophobic, racist, awful shit in his platform, too, that he's still doing. But they were sort of, they believed he was going to get their back. He was going to be there for them, and he hasn't, and some of them are turning. So Alita Suba, love from Europe and Budapest, Hungary. Oh my God. Right on. Never been to Budapest. Never been to Hungary. Don't forget to thumbs up. Yeah, that's another thing too, guys. Don't forget to hit the like and the thumbs up button and subscribe, and you can support the channel. All right, let's go to Streamlabs. Love my shtick. Thank you, Kinky. That's a great way to support the show, guys. Go to the Streamlabs because it goes right through PayPal. Love your shtick. Thank you. Shaving the knuckles, you guys. So this is an impromptu one. I don't normally do these on Thursday nights. Usually I do them Sundays at 3 p.m. Pacific. I call it Super Chat Sunday. Every once in a blue moon, I'll do one on a Saturday. But it's usually like I'll do it this Sunday at 3 p.m. Just want to do another one tonight. Maybe talk for a half hour, 45 minutes, and see what's on your guys' minds. So thank you so much for supporting the show and tuning in. One of the other things is I would love to come to Budapest, Hungary. So Ron Placone and I are doing the Progressive Comedy Tour. Some of you are aware of this. If you go to my website, grahamelwood.com, and I'll put it right here, elwood.com. We're doing a Progressive Comedy Tour. Ron Placone, you probably know him. He's a regular on Jimmy Dore Show. He has his own show, Get Your News On with Ron, on YouTube. He does live chat, I think, every morning. And we also have both been on and co-hosted or the Aggressive Progressives on TYT. And we're talking about doing a tour through Europe. So we really would like to, we're talking about that for sure. Z1, Z2, Z3. The oligarchs are injecting young blood into themselves to stay alive. Babylon is the vampire. Yeah, that's a really excellent point. That's the thing about the oligarchs and the 1%ers. They think they're going to live forever. They think the environment isn't going to affect them. They think that if people rise up, their security team will protect them. I mean, Chris Hedges has pointed out that throughout history, the people that have guarded the wealthy have turned on them the minute society collapses. So it's like, it's a little, I don't know if they really understand it. You have a good point. I saw Ron in Pittsburgh. I would definitely go to see you and Ron on the East Coast, NYC, Philly, etc. Well, that's cool. You went and supported Ron in Pittsburgh. He and I are going to be doing an East Coast tour in June. We don't have any of those dates lined up yet because it's still, 7 months away, but we will be doing the East Coast. We were going to try to do, DC, Philly, Baltimore, Boston, New York City. We're going to try to hit as much as the East Coast as we can. So please check that out. Kinky, you guys are traveling a lot. Do you find the gigs getting more plentiful due to your association with Jimmy? Yeah, that's kind of why we decided to do it. Ron and I were starting to notice that because of being on Jimmy's show a lot, we're building up a fan base. And so we just did, last month, we did Sacramento and San Francisco, and we sold out both of those shows. We're not selling out 600-seat theaters, but we're selling out, 70 to 100 seat venues. We sold 100 seats in San Francisco. And so it's pretty awesome. And everyone in the audience knows who we are. Everyone in the audience is coming because they watched us on Jimmy Dore or on Aggressive Progressives, or they watched this show, Political Vigilante. And it is really great. And Jimmy's even like, oh man, I want to come on and do some of your guys' progressive comedy tours. And Jimmy's wanting to do more of his Jimmy Dore show lives, like he did his in Chicago last July, and it was amazing. We sold out Thalia Hall. It was 600 seats. I mean, well, Jimmy sold it out, and I got to be on the panel, and I did a little stand up at the top of the show, and it's just amazing to get all these progressives together. Because I think the thing I'm noticing is, especially at the live shows, is when you're a progressive, you kind of feel alone, right? You kind of feel isolated. Everyone kind of, everyone calls you crazy, or either surrounded by red staters or neoliberals that think, Jill Stein is the reason Trump won and crazy shit like that. And you feel sort of isolated. When you come to these live shows, you see this whole theater full of progressives, and everyone's down and everyone's laughing at the same jokes. And, Ron and I are doing a lot of political stuff. We're making fun of both parties and all that stuff. And it's a pretty awesome thing. So, yeah. David Bond, what are your thoughts on Tulsi Gabbard running in 2020 as an independent? Seems to be the most sensible option at this point. Bernie has been co-opted by the Democrats too tightly at this point. Well, David, that's a great question. I did this video about about Joe Biden, and there was a poll in there of currently what Democratic candidates are polling where, and he's the top vote getter, and then Bernie, and Tulsi wasn't anywhere on there. I don't know. She might have to run as an independent, because it's going to be really interesting to see what happens, because if the Democrats get behind somebody like Joe Biden or Elizabeth Warren or Cory Booker or Kamala Harris or someone like that, it might force Bernie Sanders to say nope. Or somebody like Tulsi Gabbard. I would love to see Tulsi run as an independent. I'd love to see her run as whatever. She's got a tough road, because she vowed, she said she's not taking any corporate PAC money. She's going to have to battle the military-industrial complex. Like, why are we going into Syria? Even though she's an Iraq vet, she knows more about ridiculous regime change wars than anybody at this point who's, potentially could be president. She's a fantastic leader from what I've seen. I've watched a lot of her interviews, and she's amazing. And I think she would be great with foreign policy. I think she wants to, she wants a Green New Deal. She wants Medicare for all. She wants $15 minimum wage. She wants, to legalize marijuana on a federal level. I don't even smoke weed. I think she really, and she, she's grown a lot she's 37 years old, like she's just getting started. I'd love to see her as president. I would love to see her run. I would probably work on her campaign, quite honestly. So I don't know what Bernie's going to do, man. If Joe Biden says I'm running, and Bernie's going to have to just support, I don't know what, it's weird to watch Bernie do some of this stuff, but it's a really good question. Yeah, Tulsi might not run if Bernie runs. Jana Kelton brings up a good point. Yeah, Tulsi plus Bernie would be the best ticket. As Mike S. says, everything depends on what Bernie does, being that he's the most popular politician in the country. Anti-war, we need as many progressives as possible to run, with Bernie to ensure the conversation is about policy. Shame on you for not smoking weed. Smoke your part. The walking progressive. I can see Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez as the president someday. Yeah, she's pretty impressive. You got to be 35, so she's got to wait at least 7 years before she can run. But and hopefully she'll be actually pushing progressive policies as a congresswoman. I was very disappointed that she joined the Progressive Caucus in backing Nancy Pelosi, because Nancy Pelosi is the antithesis of a progressive. Nancy Pelosi will absolutely prevent Medicare for all from happening. And she's already we're going to do a deal, her and Chuck Schumer. We're doing deals, with Trump. They're going to give him money to build the border wall. That's the resistance that the Democratic Party is providing. So when Ocasio-Cortez does stuff like that, it really makes me nervous. Yeah. Kinky, your comedy at Flappers is just so awesome. I wish more people could see how great you are. Well, Kinky, thank you so much. One of the things for those of you that really like what I'm doing, and I've said this before, obviously, like you just donated on Streamlabs, which is cool. You could do the super chat, but pushing it out on your social media is another great way to support the show. Because what that does is lets people know aware of who I am. Also, I have a Pandora channel. I have it's both my 2 comedy albums, and then they put in other comics like that. You know, you can download my albums off of my website, grahamelwood.com. I'm going to be making a new comedy special this year because I'm going to be doing the road so much with Ron. I want to do a comedy special, and I might just call it The Political Vigilante. I don't know, but it's something, you know, that's I love doing, and I appreciate you saying that, Kinky. It's really, really awesome. Calling you Kinky's a little odd, but I mean, I guess if that's your screen name. Hey, what's up, Kinky? Jana Kelton, yeah, Vigilante on a Thursday night. This was just I don't know, just decided to do it. Henry Gustav, try to teach MMT to conservatives. You will see how crazy it gets. I've been called an idiot, loon, moron, imbecile. Yeah, people just don't want to. They just don't want to hear the truth. Robus Isotope, thanks for joining us. Yeah. Everything depends on what Bernie does, being that he's the most popular politician in the country. Absolutely. Yeah, that's the thing. Let's see what other questions we got here, guys. Jada Kelton, Graham, have you heard about Richard Ojeda running for president from West Virginia? Yeah, I have heard that since he lost this this election here, this midterm, that he might run, which I think is great. I think whatever can pull the Democratic Party to the hard left, because if you saw in the last presidential primary, right, you had Bernie on the left and then Hillary and all these centrist nobody idiots. So if we're going to have a Joe Biden in there, who's going to be very centrist, very war, very banking, we need a bunch of hard left people. What you need to do is out left the corporate Democrats. So if Bernie's running, if Ojeda's running, if Tulsi's running, then we could actually have a pretty good primary debate, because that's what makes a good democracy, guys, is we need discussions and debates. We need to have really smart people with good ideas saying, wait a minute, I think we should do it this way. And have that discussion and have that debate over who's going to be the most influential person in the world, is who the president is. And that's what we need. We need to outclass and out-left the Republicans, for sure, and show them what classy presidential candidates are. Not just classy tweets, but then they go bomb countries like Obama did and Joe Biden, but like go hard left, give people what they want. Because here's the thing that's so crazy. Right now, you're seeing people on the right and the left, but mainly on the right, smearing people like Ocasio-Cortez. Oh, she's nuts, she's pie, and she's ridiculous. But you're going to start to see the right is going to have to reconcile the fact that if you out left everybody, you're going to win. Because guess what? If you're a red stater, you voted Republican your entire life, and then a hard left Democrat comes in and says, or an independent says, I'm going to give you free health care, I'm going to give you college tuition, you might go, yeah, this is what I'm down with. I'm going to give you $15 an hour. I'm going to give you a job in the Green New Deal. That's what they should be hammering. They should be hammering the Green New Deal. So, Jesse Ventura might be running. Austin Zappas, we need to get Greens in the debates too. Absolutely. I would absolutely like to see the Greens in there. The Greens out left the Democrats at every turn. That's what we need to do. We need to go hard left, man. Anti-war. That's why we need a lot of progressives running to keep the debate about policy, not Trump. Yeah, Kinky. Corp Dems used to be called Republicans. Absolutely. Because that's the thing why because I don't want to see this anti-Trump. Woo, Trump, we're just against Trump. Because look what Chuck Schumer, I just said what Chuck Schumer's doing. He's selling us all out. He's selling us down the fucking river. He's going to give Trump money for a fucking border wall. Oh, the caravan. I mean, it's insane. We're gassing. women and children at the border with our army on it. This is ridiculous. So it should just be like a foregone conclusion. We're not going to do any of Trump's bullshit. And then we should have like a serious debate on how progressives are going to run the party, the Democratic Party, and the country. Yeah, the Democratic Party shouldn't be such a bunch of fucking pussies about having a Green on stage with them debating. If you're so great and you're confident in who you are, I would debate anyone on stage. If I was running for president, I'd be like, bring it on. Let's say I was a Democrat, which I don't think I would be. I would say, yeah, let's bring a Green on stage. I'd love to hear what they have to say. Let's bring a Republican. Let's bring a Libertarian on stage. Let's have a real debate. Let's have a real debate. So, yeah, I agree with you, Jane. I'm glad AOC is putting the Green New Deal in mainstream media. Yeah, it's the Green parties came up with that, the Green New Deal, and they need credit for it. But the fact that people are saying this, like that I'm seeing Green New Deal talked about on Fox News is amazing. Because guess what? You give everybody a job saving the planet, even people who don't believe in climate change. You give them, here's a $30 an hour union gig, building wind turbines and solar panels or whatever you're building, high-speed rail, whatever the thing is that's going to save the planet. They might be like, I don't believe in climate change, but you want to pay me $30 an hour, I'm in. Then they'll start to believe when they see what's happening and they see the real science and real people talking honestly with them. That's one of the things that people forget about Trump. They just say, all his supporters are dumb racists. While he has some dumb racists that are his supporters, for sure, he resonated with working class and average people in a way that the Democrats haven't. I guarantee Ocasio-Cortez, look at her message. She's not playing politics. She's just staying on message. I'm trying to help people. I want to help single moms because she is one. She's waited tables. She understands what it's like. She buys her clothes at Ross. She can't afford an apartment in DC because it's too expensive. And when they try to mock her, she shows them how fucking full of shit they are. When the fucking left, when the corporate media comes after her, when Democrats try to smear her, she says, fuck you. So can Justice Dems open debates for Greens? I don't know. I hope they should. That's one thing Kyle Kulinski said when he talked in that interview with Jimmy Dore. He goes, I'm not saying we should only have, he goes, it'd be great if we got a good third party and we reformed the Democratic Party. Wouldn't that be awesome? What if we had a reformed Democratic Party? We had the Green Party became more strong, a vibrant party, and the People's Party was there too. Wouldn't that be great? Those are our choices versus the crazy right and then the sort of far right. And then a Green Party that doesn't have the money to make a dent in anything. Cat B, to stop Trump's crazy agenda for America, Dems in the House will need strong, determined leadership. Nancy Pelosi has proven that she is uniquely unqualified to face this challenge. Amen. Yeah. You're right. And as Rhombus Isotope says, Trump resonated with people who just wanted to throw a spanner in the works to change things. Yeah, that's cool. That's not cool. I mean, that's correct. A lot of people, oh, I forgot to turn this light on. We need a little more light on the face. Look at that. A lot of people were just like, the whole system's broken. Fuck it. I'm going to vote for this crazy guy who's saying all these crazy things in debates. He said to Jeb Bush, 9/11 happened on your dad's watch in a debate. He said that. In addition to talking about how big his dick is or whatever and all that other filthy, stupid bullshit, he blew up the Republican Party, man. Chris Walker, on my break, on one of my side jobs, hashtag gig economy, glad I could at least enjoy this while I slave away. Yeah, man, and that's what we're talking about fighting for, dude. People like you that have to do 3 and 4 and 5 jobs or whatever, no health care, no benefits, no retirement plan. And then you're told you should just shut up and vote for the Democrats because they're the lesser of two evils. Yeah. Weird that didn't work for Hillary. Just shut up, do your gig economy, and vote for the warmonger, right? Because Hillary's bombs would have had rainbow flags on them, Chris. Shut up, How dare you vote for a candidate that you actually believed in, like Bernie Sanders or Jill Stein? How dare you? How dare you? The Democratic Party owns your vote. Never forget that. Now get the fuck back to work. The ruling class needs another yacht. Austin Zappas, Nancy and Diane and Chuck are all like embedded ticks. All right, here's a guy that's gonna. There we go. That one gets. I'm Chris Walker. I'm a former Dem of 11 years, started a young Dem chapter in 08 and now a proud Green. Right on, Chris. Dems and Republicans are the same and it is disgusting. Stop thinking we can take over the Dems. Yeah, it's a good point, man. Thanks, man. Thanks for doing that. I applaud anyone. A lot of you guys joining or working with it or our Greens. Go for it. Go for it. I would love to see the Green Party just a vibrant. I would love to see, 20, 30, 40, 50% of Congress and the Senate Greens. Wouldn't that be awesome? Your state assembly, your state representatives were Green Party candidates. I think that'd be great, man. Yeah. Thank you. The walking progressive, 1,000 state legislatures in the last, all while Obama put a pretty face on the party. Absolutely. Lost. Yeah. 1,000 state legislators lost. Green until there was light. Microsoft Word technical support. Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't forget, guys, you can go to the Streamlabs to support the show. I mean, this one I might just do 45 minutes to an hour, not the typical 90 minutes, because I got to go meet up with some folks. Taj Marie, speaking of which, what are your thoughts on the empty seats in Hillary Clinton's event? I wish hold on, where's that? I wish this would be the case for other empty suits like Pelosi, Wasserman, Schultz as well. Well, it's good news because it's like people are finally waking up that she can't win. Even if they're like, oh, she was so great, or, I think the majority of the people that voted for her as a lesser of two evils are kind of waking up like, oh, we can't have the Clintons anymore. I think they're just waking up to that fact. I saw this big celebrity posting something, Trump, and, Hillary didn't even look at Trump when he showed up at Bush's funeral. Fine, great. She hates him. He's an awful piece of shit. And it was like, Hillary, you're so awesome. You're so great. And I just wrote, yeah, she's an amazing warmonger. I think people are waking up to that fact. Everyone's having to wake up to the hard realities of what America is. Some people are still delusional, like they think Hillary's awesome, which they're just as delusional as the Trump supporters. But a lot of people that, again, 85% of the people that voted for either Trump or Clinton in the last presidential election said they did it as the lesser of two evils. So I think there's a lot of people who are like, oh, they see Clinton, she won't let it go. She won't admit fault. They see Trump. Even people who voted for Trump are like, God, is he worse than I thought he would be? I think there's a lot of, everyone's just sick of the whole system. So Austin Zappas, Graham, really enjoyed your Sam Tripoli appearance. Yeah, guys, if you haven't listened to the podcast Tinfoil Hat, I was recently a guest on it. It's a conspiracy podcast with my buddy Sam Tripoli. So it's a lot of fun. So check it out. Yes, Chris Walker, it is time for a green revolution. Green uniting. Where are we at here? Sean Comets, hey, Graham, keep kicking ass. Healthcare for all. Boom. You got that right, man. I just hate the Hillary supporters think you're against women if you don't like her. How shallow. C. Blaine, yeah, absolutely. Chris Walker, vote the greater good, not the lesser of two evils. Good slogan, dude. I'm going to use that. But Russia, yeah, absolutely. We have Independent Outsider. What's up? We have hold on. We have a Clinton protest the day of that event next year. Right on. Tentative 429 to 430. Good for you. This is from a dingo. Ate my baby. Hello. horrible accent. Jill Stein won a court case in Pennsylvania. Now they need to get voting machines that have a paper trail. What has Hillary done besides go to empty paid speeches? Oh, yeah. I mean, Bernie wouldn't have won. Really? Bernie didn't even pass a law, and he got Disney and Amazon to go to $15 an hour. He just threatened. The Stop Bezos Act was not passed into law. He just put the bill on the floor of the Senate, and boom, there you go. So, yeah, what has she done? Book tours? Unreal. Clinton 2020. Oh. All right. Let's skip this. Boo, boo, boo. Thinking of a word, rhymes with clock, begins with a B. Later. Right, Rhombus Isotope. They must have loved Margaret Thatcher as being a woman was the only criteria they had. Yeah. Vote the lesser of two death machines. This is Independent Outsider. This is about this protest I assume you're talking about. I'll get you info ASAP. Right on. If Clinton runs again, I will run myself. Taj Marie, some news. Tim Canova just filed a case against Snipes and other deputies, but now Snipes is trying to sue Government Scott to reinstate her position. It's a mess in Florida. Oh, wow. Man, well, good for Canova, man, to just fight, not give up, not roll over. Hold them accountable, man. Hold them accountable. The good thing about what he's doing now, a lot of people in America know who Snipes is and know how corrupt she is. And I say salute. It is sarcasm. Bye-bye, trolls. Let's see what else we got. Don't forget, guys, you can support the show with the super chat icon, or go to the Streamlabs, which is in the title, streamlabs.com/Graham Elwood. Yeah, I'm glad Tim Canova's just keep fighting, man. It's pretty awesome that he's doing it. I dig it. I really dig it. Clinton cabal unwelcoming committee on Tuesday, 4:30 at Boston Opera House. Yeah, I know. We gotta let them know, man. These 1%er corporatists, it's just unreal. It's what George Carlin said. It's a big club and you ain't in it, man. Yeah, and please hit the like button on this. Like, subscribes, hit the subscribe button, even if you already have, and hit the bell notification button, even if you already have, because YouTube is unsubscribing and sometimes you get a notification, so many don't. How many of you today just got a notification and that's where you found out about it? That'd be cool to know. Let's remind ourselves we had Medicare for all. If we had Medicare for all, employers could free themselves from that burden and pay actual workers much more. Absolutely. That's the other thing. I think part of it is, you know, employers are like, well, if they get Medicare for all, then we can't hold them over them and we could stick it to them and stick their wages. But again, it's such short-sighted thinking, as you've just pointed out, which is they don't have to pay for insurance if everybody's getting it from the government. And you could pay your employees more, then they don't have to strike and fight against you. Most people don't want to go on strike, and most people just want a decent job to pay their bills and want health care. So if they have all these things, then you're going to have happier, better employees anyway. No one's coming to work all stressed out. Like it's amazing to me, these people with all this money and power aren't that smart. They don't think big picture. They don't really know what they're doing. So Microsoft technical support. Florida is a mess, but what's the solution? Well, I don't think there's rarely is there just one thing to do. I think Tim Canova is starting the process. Sue them, hold them accountable, because that's part of, they've gotten away with this. There was a DNC fraud lawsuit in Florida after the 2016 election, and the media never covered it. Well, now they have to, because it's getting that just, they can't go, everyone's talking about it now. Tim Canova is doing a smart thing, I think. He's keeping people aware. It can't get buried if everybody's talking about it. That's what they want. They don't want you and us and Canova and everybody, Jimmy and everybody else shining light on stuff. They don't want that. They want to have, hopefully there's some new Stormy Daniels controversy to keep us all distracted. But no, man, you got to do what Canova's doing. This is bullshit. I'm cheating. I'm not giving up. It's one of the biggest criticisms I have of Al Gore. He just gave up. So that's my opinion on that. Medicare, I mean, yeah. Jim needs to consult with Jill Stein. Absolutely. Hillary supporters hated her. And then when she was like raising money for the Electoral College recount, you know, and all that, then everyone loved her. And then some people accuse, oh, she kept that money. No, she didn't. No, she didn't. I got a notification, though, even though I didn't click the notification bell. Well, that's good to know. Kinky. Yeah. Those Bernie videos this week were great, as well as the Sanders Institute Town Hall. Yeah, we all need Medicare. It's pretty cool. Boom, boom, pow. Cool. What else? Yeah, Ron Besisajov is correct. People generally want tomorrow to be slightly better than today. Yeah, impeaching Trump will just give you President Pence, and that's a chilling thought. Cat B, Trump literally just picked a former Fox News host to be U.S. ambassador to the UN. I wish I was joking. Heather to replace departing United Nations ambassador Nikki Haley. Christ, oh God. And Nikki Haley was horrible. And now a dumb Foxy, a Fox dummy is going to, a Foxy dummy is going to, dummy Foxy is going to, oh boy. Oh, it's so bad. Vermont Bread Smith. Yes, AOC is shaking things up. Yeah, Kinky's right. Democrats don't want recounts lest their own fraud be revealed. Of course, Ranter 7100. Do these 1%ers have any idea what's nearly here with abrupt climate change? Scary stuff coming about state of Arctic. Yeah, absolutely. It's insane. I don't think they like, do they think like flooding won't hit the Hamptons or something? They'll all be on their yachts and they'll be fine. What do they like? It's nuts. It's nuts what they're doing. Chris Walker, Jill Stein came to the California Central Valley 3 weeks ago, and it was, where is that? So cool that she advocated for us whose health has been affected by big agriculture and pesticides. She was such a real person too. Yeah, man. This is the thing I wish the Green Party would do more of. The Green Party needs to stop just, setting up booths and stuff like that at organic farmers markets and hippie festivals. They need to go deep red. The Green Party needs to go into Texas and places like that and do what she's talking about. We're going to fight for you on this. Some of the people might go, oh, we don't believe in your same-sex marriage thing, but she'll go, look, she should go hard for that. Scoop up some of those votes, man. Unite people. Unite disenfranchised conservatives and liberals is what she should be doing and what the Green Party should be doing. Now, I understand it's a money issue. The Green Party raises $50 million or something, maybe 100 or something against the billions of dollars that are raised by the big party candidates. I get it. But that's what I'd like to see the Green Party do more of, what they did for you, Chris, in the Central Valley in California. Yeah, most politicians are phony. Jerry K. Government to stop sending billions yearly to Israel for one. Yep. C. Blaine, Forbes editor wrote an article called "Oh Canada, There's Hope for You" and started maligning their health care and saying that conservatives have been winning in some areas. Oh, yeah. Even the rumor of messing with Medicare and Oz is electorally dangerous, right? Yeah. Tech billionaires prefer New Zealand as their escape option. Good luck. I wish Jimmy and Co. would book my local concert hall, 12,000 person capacity. Bring Bernie and TYT and AOC and Nina and Tulsi and Gavin. Force his hand and hold a 6-hour rally, live stream 25. That's a great idea. Economics of going renewables is now favorable. Yeah, I know. I mean, look, the wind energy is big in Texas because Texas is just flat and the wind blows forever, man. There's really great. Hey, Kinky, thank you. Contribution for my new wetsuit. You're fantastic. Thank you for supporting the show. You're great. Boom. Yeah, because I'm going to do more surfing with Putin. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for supporting the show. It really warms my heart that you guys take that time out of your day and, support me financially. I very much appreciate it. I always say vote with your dollars, and you guys are great. Yeah, I love Jill Stein. That's the thing. Like if I ever won, like, if the Powerball ever gets back up to $1 billion and I were to win that, I would literally give like $500 million to the Green Party and just go, Jill, do your thing. Go for it. A Putin bodysuit body. Henry Gustav, just a thought here. Conservatives hate taxes because they feel it's stealing from them to give to another. It's an understandable thing. Now, if they knew their taxes don't fund federal spending, we can absolutely get them on board. That's the big thing. I just did a video on that. The myth of taxpayer dollars. Let conservatives know, and also let them know, why are we spending all these money on all these wars overseas when people need help here? You could be helping Americans get jobs here instead of bombing poor people in the Middle East. That's another great angle. Thanks for bringing that up. I'm glad you voted for Jill. So did I. I think Jesse is also Green Party. Yeah. Rancher 7100. I'm in New Zealand, fucking 1%, not moving next to me. Good for you. Stop them. The only thieves are corpse that considered people until it becomes to paying taxes. Yeah, absolutely. Well, they passed a law a long time ago they passed a law that corporations are their own entities. Like, it's a tax dodge. Yeah, I watched Jesse's show a fair amount, the YouTube show with Brigida Santos. I watched that, the RT show. I watch it on YouTube because I don't have cable, but it's cool. Kinky! Thank you again for supporting the show. And thanks for coming to the Jimmy Dore Show. Well, guys, I just wanted to do a little 40, 45 minute how you doing super chat. And I knew, too, because of ever watched the Kaiser Report? I have not seen the Kaiser Report. Is that a YouTube channel? I'd like to check that out. I watch Jimmy's show on occasion. I watch Lee Camp. I watch Empire Files. I watch The World According to Jesse. I watch Redneckonomics on occasion. I watch a bunch of little shows, Oh, it's a show on RT, the Kaiser Report? Okay, cool. Yeah, I watch Hedges on Contact. I'll check out Kaiser Report. I I don't really know Max. I think I've heard the name, but I'm not that familiar with him. I'm sorry. I guess I should know him. You guys are like, PMS is like, you need to know who it is. All things considered, corporations purchasing politicians is surprisingly cheap. All right, Kinky. I will watch the Kaiser Report. It's like crosstalk, right on. Graham, check out Bo of the Fifth Column. Some really good messages he's putting out. All right, right on. Right on. Well, you guys, I just was sitting here and I was going to record some videos. I already put one up today and I thought, I just wanted to talk. I just felt like talking to you guys. So this is my second video for the day is this one. So thanks for tuning in, man. You guys, yeah. I like on Contact's great. I just saw an interview with one of the editors from the Black Agenda Report talking about sort of the myth of diversity and everything. And it was really great. Paul Beckwith. All right, cool. You have made a difference, Austin. You're all making little differences, you guys. Check out The Last American Vagabond too. I will do that, Kinky. Right on. There we go. There we go. Another block. It's nice to block people. You guys are great. The Last American Vagabond channel. Okay, I'll check that out. Well, I just want to thank Kinky for supporting the show. You're awesome. You guys for coming on here at the last minute. And, Progressive Comedy Tour is coming to Florida in January. Here's the shows that we have ticket links for that are on my website. And if they're not, they will be soon. In March, we have New Orleans and Pensacola, Florida, the Panhandle area. In April, we've got Dallas, Fort Worth, and we're about to lock down Austin. In May, we're going to be we just got confirmation, and I will be putting these links up soon. Salt Lake City, we're going to do a Progressive Comedy Tour one night, a live political vigilante, and then we're going to go to Boise, Idaho. That's in May. In June, we're going to be doing the East Coast, but we're going to have, so go to grahamella.com for all the ticket links and, Patreon and all those great ways to support the show, but like the great free ways too, like, subscribe, share the videos, all that stuff is fantastic. So you guys are great. You're great. You are. You guys are great. What are you guys talking about? What is this? There was a hockey game tonight. I didn't know. Sorry, Andrew. We're about to go. Thank you, guys. Winner takes all. Sarita Shims got my attention because you mentioned her. Thanks and yanks. I have no money, but I'm grateful and try to contribute whenever possible. Laura, don't worry about it. Great. As I've said, if you can donate financially, great. If money's tight, I totally get it. All the analytics, man. Liking, subscribing, sharing the videos. I take the audio from it. It's a podcast on iTunes. Download it. Even if you don't even listen, just the numbers, the analytics help all my stuff. So that's just great. Sorry, Andrew. You guys are the best. Thank you for supporting the show. Thank you for just jumping on. I just did this last minute. It was so cool. Is this a TDS support channel? I don't know what that means. Sarita Sims. You mean Serena Shim? Is that what you're talking about? The girl the journalist that got killed? Serena Shim, if that's what you're talking about. Otherwise, Sarita Shims, I'm not sure what that is. Thumbs and replays are my doables. Right on. And also, as I said this, Cindy Lauper, money changes everything. Trump derangement syndrome. Haha. Yeah, a Trump derangement syndrome support channel. That's fucking funny. IMTX 2001. Another great way to support the channel for free, let the ads play all the way through. When you click skip ad, I don't get paid. Let the ads play all the way through. It's a great way for me to get paid. And even if it's some crazy PragerU bullshit, you know that they're paying me So let them give me their money. Let the ads play all the way through. You guys are fantastic. I really appreciate you joining us. And yeah, thank you, Kinky, for supporting the show. Thank you for all of you for tuning in and all the ways you support this channel. I can't thank you enough. Yeah, if you have YouTube Prime, you never see the ads. Yes, I do get paid. That's another great. Thanks for asking. If you have YouTube Prime, I get paid just by you viewing my show. Anytime you view me with YouTube Prime, I get paid. So just let my videos play and play and play on your YouTube Prime and I'll get paid. Open up a separate window, just let them play through the night. That's why God invented the mute button. Please, let's eat shit cake. All right. Yes. Thank you so much, guys. You're all making Gotham great again. Shave the knuckles. Boom, 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 boom.